theory that anything can be made into a movie if you know how to do it. And I read the book and I thought, now how the hell do I do this as a movie? And that was what interested me, how to figure out how to do it. There's plenty of reasons why we shot in black and white. That started with, I had thought about black and white, but dismissed it because nobody was doing it.
Right.
And they
Because it was like 1970.
it was 1970 and the black and white was not done very much anymore. I was having breakfast with Orson Welles in Beverly Hills, and I said to him, you know, I'd like to get that depth of field. There's a motorcycle going by. I'd like to get that depth of field that you got in Citizen Kane and Touch of Evil, you know, depth of field. You'll never get it in color. Well, I don't know, they've got faster film now, Orson, you know, you think, you'll never get it in color. Well, what do? Shoot it in black and white. Well, I don't know if they'll let me. Have you asked? No, why don't you ask? Besides, you know, I've read your script. I don't like it much. But it's an actor's script. It's all about the performances. And you know what I say about black and white? No, what? It's the actor's friend. Why do you say that? Because every performance looks better in black and white. Name me a great performance in color. I dare you. I looked up directors I liked and tried to get to know them and interviewed them. And then in some cases got to know them quite well and had a friendship with them for some years.
Who was your favorite?
Oh, wow. They were all so different, you know. I mean, I think I got most closest to Orson Welles, though that was dicey. It got difficult toward the end. John Ford I was friendly with, but he was such a crusty guy, you could never really say that you were close to him, but you know, I spent some time with him. He liked me. You could tell he liked me because he'd insult me all the time. Jesus Christ, Bogdanovich, is that all you can do is ask questions? Have you never even heard of the declarative sentence? That was Ford. Then there was Howard Hawks, whom I learned a lot from. Just so many things that I picked up just hanging around these people. And my favorite director, and my favorite person, I think, was Jean Renoir, the French director. He was a saintly kind of person, really wonderful man, and brilliant. Doing The Sopranos was a great thing in my life. I loved doing it, and loved the part, and it was fun working with Lorraine Bracco, and David Chase was brilliant. And I worked with Jimmy Gandolfini in one episode, and I directed one episode. He was a delightful guy, and it's just tragic what happened to him. And the directors were awfully good. It was a great experience. One of the funnier things happened was that we had a scene. In those days, I used to carry around with me a bottle of water in a kind of a net carrying case, you know, a liter of water in a kind of a thing I carried over my shoulder. So they liked it the Sopranos writers saw me like that, and they wrote it into the script that Elliot had a water bottle next to him and he would drink it occasionally. And they wrote it in, he takes a drink. So in one episode, Lorraine slips and accidentally tells me that Tony Soprano is her patient. So I thought I'd do a spit take. You know, I took a drink and she told me Tony Soprano. Something like that. The director was a guy named John Patterson, a very good director, very close friend of David's. he unfortunately died a couple of years ago. Anyway, we did the spit take, and John says, cut, and he came out and he came over to me and he went, I don't think so.